everybody, it's Krista with Saddlebox, and for today's video I'm going to show you how to set your horse up for ground driving. Alright, so if you don't know what ground driving is, basically you attach some long lines or longer lead ropes to here, and you hook it through the stirrups here, and then you follow your horse, and your horse kind of goes, it's like you're riding them, but you're riding them on the ground. So it's really great for teaching them how to steer, helping them learn to engage themselves, and just overall get used to the bit without you having to be on their backs. Now I will say, if you've never ground driven a horse or never set a horse up to be ground driven, definitely do this in front of a professional or with a professional's help. But I really recommend doing it in only a snaffle bit, just because, you know, if something were to go wrong, you don't want a big shank in their mouth or a different bit with leverage or gag or anything. A snaffle just kind of has the perfect amount of, especially an O-ring, a perfect amount of give for this situation. And it's got the flexibility and everything that you need for doing this. So I've got two just flat cotton lead ropes, actually they're lunch lines, I'm sorry, to use for this. So I'm going to start by hooking this to his snaffle, like so. Then I'm going to take this and run it through this stirrup. I need to unravel it a little bit so it fits. Run it through here. Okay, so now that one's ready. And I'm just gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Okay, so same thing here. It's always important to run these through your stirrups because it's gonna be what kind of holds these lines in place and doesn't get them tangled or, you know, caught in your horse's feet or anything. So don't try doing this like, you know, without a saddle or a long line girth or anything like that, for safety reasons. Okay. And now we are ready. Okay, so now we are in the position to actually ground drive. You can do a lot of different things, like you can ask them to flex from here. I can kind of pull his nose around, he can back up, he can go forward. Don't stand in the kick zone, especially if you don't know the horse very well. Always stand kind of a bit of ways, but it also helps when, you know, you're doing this for the first time to have a whip to encourage them to go forward, because it's kind of weird for them to go forward without you leading them in front of you. So for the first time you do this, you may want to have a whip or a flag just to kind of encourage them to go forward. But here is the basic setup. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.